The Thanksgiving dinner that almost ended in disaster. Part 2. By the time I had realized what was going wrong with the turkey, it was already 1 p.m. My family was scheduled to arrive at 3 p.m., and I still had a lot of work left to do. The pressure was mounting, and I had started second-guessing every decision I'd made that morning. Why did I think I could handle cooking for such a large crowd? Why didn't I just order the meal from a local restaurant like I did in years past? I quickly called my mom, who's been cooking Thanksgiving dinner for decades. "Mom, the turkey isn't cooking. I've got everything else ready, but this bird is just not doing its thing." She calmed me down almost immediately. "You're fine. Cover the turkey with foil and turn up the heat. Trust me, it'll be okay." With no other choice, I followed her instructions. The oven was on 375 degrees Fahrenheit now, and I hoped that turning the heat up would make up for the time I lost. I glanced over at the rest of the kitchen. The mashed potatoes were boiling, the green beans were waiting for a sauté, and the stuffing was nearly done. I was just praying the turkey would cook through in time. My cousin, who had been my sous chef throughout the day, was still calm and moving around the kitchen like it was a normal Tuesday. She noticed my anxiety and reminded me to focus on the positives. "Hey, at least we're not making the cranberry sauce from scratch this year." I had to laugh. We had taken the shortcut this time and just bought the canned version, something I usually swore against, but I couldn't deal with making it myself on top of everything else. The turkey finally seemed to be cooking properly, though it was far from the golden brown, juicy masterpiece I had envisioned. But it didn't matter anymore. At least it would be edible. With about 45 minutes left until my guests arrived, I began prepping the side dishes, mashing the potatoes, tossing the green beans in a pan with butter and garlic, and quickly assembling the gravy. The stuffing went into the oven to finish, and I crossed my fingers that everything would be ready by the time my family arrived. I was covered in flour, sweat, and what I swear was turkey juice at this point, but I managed to pull the dishes together. The clock was ticking, and I could hear the front door opening as my relatives began to trickle in. I felt like I was on the verge of a meltdown, but the reality was, there was no turning back now.